Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome to my Thursday afternoon stream. We're going to be doing more Kirby Star Allies guest star modes today. Going to be working on Whip Kirby, or well, the Whip ability. It's not Kirby in this case. But yeah, we'll be doing that ability, and then we'll be doing another Dream Friend. Another 2 guest star modes hopefully will be done by the end of the stream. And yeah, that's pretty much the goal. I don't think I really have to go over much beyond that, so I guess we'll just go ahead and try to get this started anyway. Let me just do a few quick things here. So I think I have to put up my mic delay too. There we go. There we go. Sorry if my own words got kind of delayed right there. I literally switched on mic delay as I was saying that sentence, which is probably not smart. Okay. That's that. Next I have to put the game in, or the game up. Which that's not too hard. I gotta make sure I just have the right controller, which I do. I don't see anyone in chat yet, so still waiting that. I think we got everything ready though. New game. I think the partners we have to work with today, as far as the other poll are concerned, I want to say it's Bandana D, Taranza, and DeRoach. I think that's who they're supposed to be anyway. I know DeRoach because I know Ringer was disappointed that didn't get to cover him last time. And what's kind of cool is next time, we'll have a straight 4, so we'll just have everybody remaining left in the pool, so that'll be nice. Okay, the poll has started. If you refresh chat, or I don't know, maybe it just updated on the chat, I don't really know for sure. You should see that. It's between Bandana Waddle Dee, DeRoach, and Taranza. Whatever character wins will be the character we'll play as after we finish, or after Morpho Night goes down for this first one. I did Adeline and Ribbon for the actual project. I did basically the same thing for actual Let's Play videos, so there is footage of that out there. It just wasn't done in a stream, so that's why those are done. I believe that was also the case with Kawasaki too, so yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to Whip. Hopefully Whip is going to be a little better than what Water was last time. Water ended up being kind of boring, honestly. Just did not have a lot of like really super great abilities, I find. Or moves, or powers, or whatever. Kill potential wasn't super great. The world's treasure is all mine. With Western style and a dandy heart, he takes on any task, all so he can set it out again to explore the world. With his flexible whip, he searches for treasure. Okay, so there's the whip, press and release, the whip strike, keep pressing it for the whip slap, ceiling strike, a jump strike, dash, whip tornado, then whip grab. That's just like throwing, I guess. That's really about it. It's really nothing too out there in terms of what it can do. This is such a fun game mode. I think it is. It does get... The problem with this game mode is that so many of these are like very similar to others. And it can be kind of a long grind, especially towards the end. But I truly love the idea of this mode. Because again, it kind of puts the powers at the forefront. And makes each power feel like unique and interesting and, you know, cool. And I like that. I like when things feel cool. It's a nice feeling when things are cool. Also, I don't know why I'm collecting puzzle pieces. I do not need them anymore. They're just kind of there. Yeah, Wester's Roundup. I'm Wester. Howdy, 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 howdy. Probably could have grabbed bomb right there, but whatever. I feel like this is a kind of a newish area though, because I feel like you don't see Yo-Yo this early on in the main game. Yeah, a game with like roguelike elements would have been interesting for sure. I can definitely vibe with that. But again, that could be me saying that just because I've been like really into like roguelike designed games lately. I've been actually really getting into Binding of Isaac as of late. 'Cause that was a game like I always wanted to get better at, but was like always found it to be super hard. But now I've met some people who actually like play a lot of the game and they've given me a lot of hints and tips and shown me in general how a lot of things work and how some of the items can like really complement each other. And since I have done that, it's been a lot easier to get through runs of that game. They did admittedly carry me through like some of the runs in multiplayer, but still. It also would be nice if I could actually, like, potentially even stream some, like, Binding of Isaac or something like that. It's just, one, I don't know, like, how interesting that would be. I don't know. And also, there's, like, you know, it's definitely got some, like, very sensitive imagery that I feel like a lot of people could find, like, kind of gross and unsettling, so I don't know. That's another reason why I don't really want to play Eugenics, like, on stream, as much as I love that game. But I can't play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because what if I get that for my challenge? Which, speaking of which, tomorrow, and again, it'll happen on both YouTube and Twitch, so it's not just like a Twitch stream or anything, but there is a very strong possibility, I'd say like 95% chance, that we'll be picking some new GBA games tomorrow, so people want to start praying for Pokemon. Whether it's Mystery Dungeon or even just one of the other games, that would be something, you know? I would totally be about that. I think my main problem with Whip is just that it's only got range when, like, you do the standing still attack. If you're trying to jump around and stuff, it becomes, like, kind of hard to lock down and hit enemies with it. Weird when, like, a whip strike feels like it has less range, or, like, well, not so much range, more like vertical range. Horizontal range, it stretches pretty far, but when it has a lot of that, it lacks the vertical range, which is personally what I prefer, because I like wider hitboxes and stuff when it comes to things and moves I attack with. Mutagenics would be great to play for YouTube. It's great for kids. Yeah, it teaches them all about cat breeding. That's exactly what it does. Kids sure need to know more about that. Yeah, that's like the one attack that Whip has that's like decent, but like even then, like it seemed like it wasn't doing like that much the damage at Whip Speed at first. The only reason it seemed like I was doing more damage later on was because everybody was doing damage at once. Oh, come on, really? I figured it was. I just wanted to make sure. See, I don't think it usually changes between runs of this. I'm not all family friendly though. I mean, I've done Walking Dead. I did Darksiders. I get it, I get it. There's just a lot of games I want to share with people. I think a large part of it is just because I did grow up a lot, like in my younger days, not really having people to game with. It's like now that I have like an audience and a platform to reach, it's just like, you know, I want to share these games more. See if there's like, you know, other people I can get interested in those games, or find people who are interested in those games. That's one of the things I loved about doing Dynasty Warriors 3, because I know it's a very incredibly niche game and everything, but despite the fact that it's a niche game, like, I did get some people invested in it. And I even met someone who was really into Dynasty Warriors 3 through those streams too, so oh, I didn't know there was an enemy still somewhere. Yeah, Ian Sweeney, I think I mentioned that during my, like, main Let's Play, that I kind of thought the same thing about the bundle of Waddle Dees. It does really look like that, honestly. Damn, we beat him before he even broke the floor again. Or He didn't break the floor at all, actually. Never mind. We destroyed him. That floor has nothing on me. Also, I will say, so far from what I've recorded of Path of Radiance, I've been really digging and having fun with it so far. I know it's again going to be a long game and a long project, but I don't know. It just kind of feels good working on a project like that again. I've always wanted to eat a Waddle Dee. Wow, Ranger. Exposed. Honestly, cannot say that's been a desire of mine. Now just pick another Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I mean, obviously my answer right now is, oh god, no, I'm not doing that, but at some point, like, it's like, well, hey, my old Let's Play of Radiant Dawn isn't looking so good after the new the Path of Radiance one, so I'm not ruling it out, but it's definitely not anything I'm planning anytime soon after the Path of Radiance one. If I do Radiant Dawn again, there's no way in hell I'm doing hard mode for that game, though. I honestly think, like, eating glass would be more appealing than doing Radiant Dawn hard mode. And I don't want to eat glass, so that just right there should be indication enough. Do we have fire? You nuts. You notice that the music gets muffled when you're underwater? Yeah. I feel like there's like another like audio quirk that I've noticed that recently with something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say it, but 'cause I don't want to give a spoiler. It's Path of Radiance related, actually. But let's just say that something happened, and I noticed a music quirk based on that happening, because it's not something that traditionally happens. The reason for doing hard mode is just, one, to make it a little different from the first playthrough. Two, there are some differences in hard mode, aside from just the game being harder, that are, like, kind of unique and I think worth talking about. And, there is one unique fight that's not in normal mode. Okay, sorry, Meta Knight. Yeah, Bubble Lane does that in Odyssey. Yeah, so I guess Nintendo just doing that, or like, you know, for Nintendo games, that is just a factor. They do try to muffle music when you're underwater, and I think that's pretty cool. Did you spot any of the references in Dark Meta Knight Guest Star? We haven't done Dark Meta Knight Guest Star yet. There's 6 guest stars we haven't done. We haven't done the 3 that are currently on poll. Dark Meta Knight, Gooey, and then also the Mage Sisters. I think I'm going to be saving the Mage Sisters for last, just to give us one final one to do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This theme. Whoops. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for the bless. Do 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 do. Man, I know a lot of attacking ones. Fire! Oh, wait. Okay. As long as I didn't hit the bottom one, though. Maybe you like me if you get to know me. Maybe you like me, get to know me? That's how I feel sometimes, Slev. That's how I feel. I don't know whether to be a good guy or a bad guy. Honestly, Meta Knight being like having like the "oh, I'm evil" arc just sometimes doesn't make sense. I can believe Meta Knight, like, wanting to test Kirby and all that stuff, making sure, like, he's ready for, like, action against the greater evil that exists. But then there's, like, Revenge of Meta Knight, where he just, like, actively is trying to take over, like, part of the world. That's where it kind of gets a little, like, okay, what is his deal, actually? I'd say that was the reason why. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, like, he was, like, just a soldier to, like, DD still. But, I mean, along the way, like, he gives Kirby, like, the invincible lollipops sometimes. So it's like, it almost makes you wonder, like, okay, why is he doing this? And again, he could just, like... I mean, that could be just an aspect of him, like, wanting to fight honorably, and that's just his personal preference, but... I don't know. Wait, how do I actually get that? Yeah. was sweet of your friend to do that, Ringer. Kind of weird that they made me go this way. I guess it's for this. Oh yeah, I guess it's 2 power-ups, so it makes sense. Here. Thank God. Healing item just in time. Ice Mage reminds me of Pandora from Mega Man ZX. I expect her to make an ice doll that's a Tsubushite Aguru Ikawa. Nice. The Ice Mage in Kirby Star Allies reminds me of the Ice Mage from Kirby Star Allies. That just gives me big Forrest Gump energy. My name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. Hi, Forrest Gump. How the are you? Pretty good. Oh god. Now, what does Miss Carol think? That's a good question. Okay. San Partisan. Okay. Now we have the long stretch of this, which I'm not crazy about, but gotta get through it at some point. No, I don't think that's anything. Hey, Joker. I'm aware. I'm the one that has to play him, so I'm more than aware of that fact. Trust me, it feels the same for playing them just as much as watching them. Generally, I'd say like sometimes they can feel close to 2 hours because there are like transition times, and obviously to get a run started, there might be a little more. Also, some characters are faster than others, and vice versa. Slower than others. I'd say it's closer to an hour and a half, though. Like, I'll finish this before the 2-hour mark of the stream. It's gonna be around 4 o'clock. Then the guest star modes themselves, or the Dream Friends, theirs usually takes a little less time. Honestly, not having checkpoints would be criminal. What? I couldn't even tell it hit me there. Probably like those enemies. Wow, that would have given me a freaking health upgrade too. Oh, come on! Why can't you just aim straight down? I think it's a combination of all those things for Kirby Air Riders. Because honestly, I think it's a great game. I think it has a lot of good for it. It's just that, one, it's on the Switch 2, which pricing and all the other issues with Switch 2 definitely did the game no favors. It also had to compete directly with Mario Kart World, yeah, Mario Kart World, which is a racing game, a more widely known racing game. More content would have been nice, but I'd say that was like on the lesser scale of what the game needed. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I would too. Like, I enjoyed Air Riders more than Mario Kart World. I still thought World was fun, but like, as a game overall, I had more enjoyment with Air Riders. Honestly, they probably could have added Flower Line in the game. Wait, I just did this. I did it again. Throwing. It's like all of a sudden I saw Bonkers, I'm like, I already have Hammer. It's like, wait, I already have Hammer. health really badly. Come on. Is that worth it? Probably not, but... Moped Mayhem and Mario Party 8. No. What's funny is that game is... I don't think it has that much appeal. Here. I need food and health immediately. Yeah, Whip is honestly not too bad. Its problem is that it just doesn't have a lot of wide range to it. That's its main issue. It's honestly been killing bosses pretty well. It's just, again, limited in that one aspect. Like, I've enjoyed this more than, honestly, I enjoyed the water ability last time. Water was kind of rough. Why are you cooking down there? I lost 5 of my brain cells today! I guess Kawasaki did. Bugsy, you can't like chop that, or I guess not. Man, 23 minutes for that one stage? Ugh. Oh my god. I know I had 2 deaths, but like, it felt like there was like, at least at the beginning of those rooms, so I don't know. Help me. Help me. Oh my god. Well, 2 Kawasaki's. Why exactly? What exactly is the story? That's a very good question. Something about like the maid sisters and Highness like discovering like this dark heart or something. They use it and things happen across Dreamland or whatever. Try not to think about it too much. I mean, is it better than that? Probably, but like at the same time, in a world and universe like Kirby, at least the cake thing is at least like somewhat endearing in its own right. It's like, of course, that would be the freaking thing. Actually, no. I already have one. Kawasaki, I'll do the second one. Oh, he got brought along anyway. Damn it. Never mind. Yo, Birdon. It was probably Kirby's birthday. Yeah. Sure, we'll go with Yeah, Francesca is probably my favorite too, honestly. I also just really like her, like, gun attack, where the water fountains bounce off the ceilings and walls and stuff. This one. I honestly and legitimately like might actually like not do this game next week. Because again, it's just, man, when I get to like parts like this, it just feels like such a drag. Like, it literally drags on like so long. Surprise update? Aren't those always fun to deal with? Said nobody. Okay, I think we have the auto-scrollings now. Yep. God, it may even be after 4 that we get the next one started. That 23-minute stage, last stage, was like, ugh. What am I doing? Oh my god. My eyes literally like just closed at that part because I just felt like I was like so much on a autopilot. No! Come on! No, I missed. Oh, I don't have any element. I'd say ultimate choice on the hardest difficulty. And by hardest difficulty, I mean Soul Melter EX, not just Soul Melter. Soul Melter can be challenging because you have such little health, but I really don't feel like a lot of the bosses are that hard. While Soul Melter EX, some of the bosses are actually hard, and like it's such a freaking, like, drag on your heartstrings if you make it all the way to the end and fail in the last fight, which happened to me several times. It's just very discouraging and just heartbreaking. I won't get these treasures, but power room. Go in there because I have max power already. I think I knew that about Hal. I've at least heard that story before where that was the case. I guess I just didn't know specifically it was Hal that did it. Ja? trying to grab a star that I could use. If the poll is tied, I'll pick. But yeah, if no one's voted yet, make sure you get your vote in now, because that could determine something. Okay. We have a tie between Bandana Waddle Dee and DeRoach. So unless there's one last second vote, I'm gonna have to choose the winner of this. There's one I infinitely want to play more of than the other one, if I'm being honest. Just because of how long this one was. This is 1:20 after all. Look at all these guys. Okay, well, if we don't get a vote in 10 seconds, I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna pick my character. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Someone did vote. Someone voted at the very end. Funnily enough, that was what I was going to choose anyway, so that actually does work out. Yeah, I just did not want to do... The problem with Bandana D is, like, he would have had a really long mode. He would have had probably one of, like, these lengths. Well, I feel like DeRoach would probably have one closer to an hour mark, so... I'm not at all disappointed. We got DeRoach for this one. Yo, good job. Good job, Swordmaster guy. You saved me from dealing with it, so... We are finally playing as DeRoach. Before I do, though, I am going to just use the restroom really quick, and then we'll get this started. Okay, I'm back. Honestly, of the, when it comes to guest star mode, basically the top 2 rows and then the 3rd row up until Waddle Dee, so literally everyone except the animal friends, they have longer modes than all the other Dream Friends, pretty much. So, like, if anything, I'd say that DDD, Meta Knight, and Waddle Dee even have longer than just the normal abilities, because it seems like they try to do as many rooms as they can. It's just that those Dream Friends have like a lot of different abilities, so they can generally get through combat faster. The Dream Friends just remove sections for a large number, which is interesting. I don't know why that's so much different than other things. And they have their own unique rooms, which are usually catered to that friend in particular, but they replace the normal rooms with those rooms, so... Dream Friends are just in general shorter. Okay. Well, let's get started. It's the roach time. Although, you want to know what's kind of funny about DeRoach? That I just kind of realized? He kind of has, like, similar properties to Whip, honestly. Those bejeweled hearts will be mine. The famous thief from Kirby Squeak Squad heard tales of dark gem-shaped charts and sets out to find them. Such seemingly wicked treasures are certainly worthy of his talents. Okay, so he has Ice Shot. You hold it for charged. Charged up. Be in midair, triple star. Roach bomb. Smack in the box. Mage Sisters, I don't really know. I think that... I don't remember what they use the Mage Sisters, if I'm being honest, but I'm pretty sure they have their own unique, like, some unique rooms and stuff, and there's something about them that makes them interesting. I just can't remember what. It's been forever since I've done that one. Dark Nebula is kind of like whatever, honestly. I can understand that. Oh, I need you. I was thinking worst in terms of, like, just terms of creativity. Like, it's literally like, what the hell is even that thing anyway? Oh, wait. No. Well, thank you. I mean, it's only been 2 parts, but I guess I've technically recorded significantly more than that, so I can at least say that it's been feeling pretty good so far, and I guess that's all that matters. So I don't want that to keep waiting to bring Storo, I think is his name. God. My God, Rocky, what the hell? I didn't even need that. Rage. Slim, do you think you would struggle with Kirby Mass Attack? That game's really notorious for me. That would probably be a difficult one for me, because it's not so much the fact that there's 10 Kirbys, it's just touch controls in general are just always been like very hit or miss for me. I want to enjoy games like that more, but like it's hard to. I just don't think my like hand-to-eye coordination are like really that strong. Like, I've honestly been feeling that way when it comes to like rhythm gaming too, if I'm being honest. Like, I've been playing Yakuza 0 or Yakuza 0 or whatever you want to freaking call the series. I've been playing that, and It's been hard doing like some of like the rhythm game stuff, like the karaoke and like the disco dancing in that game, because it's just, my timing just always feels off. I feel like I'm in rhythm and in beat with everything, but it just never reflects that like on the actual like scores. So it's like I always come across looking like I'm really inept at it. But getting back to like what you were referring to more, the like the touch controls and keeping up. I just remember when I tried to play Kirby's Mass Attack a long time ago, I did have struggles with it, admittedly. I feel like I do want to come back and try it again at some point, but hated Kid Icarus Uprising because of controls. I can get that. I guess with Kid Icarus, it was more so the gyro stuff, and just the way I feel like you had to hold the control, like, hold the 3DS, it just didn't feel right. And that was a game I really wanted to get into, too. I think World 2 is where I stopped in Mass Attack as well, honestly. Either 2 or 3. Wow, I love how DDD got himself right there. I also find they try to give you the all power-ups a lot earlier in these Dream Friend modes. So you get like kind of a power boost too. Probably because some of them are just like a lot weaker. Like, I mean, Adelaide and Ribbon I think are like supposedly like the weakest partners in this game. I've still never done 100 super jumps in Super Mario RPG, so I've never gotten the super suit legitimately and like through a non-randomizer means anyway. Randomizer you can very easily get it, but I think I've found like some of those ways to do the super jumps easier before. Like I've found ways to do it. It's just I just don't really have the patience, and it kind of comes down to that like rhythm or keeping with the beat thing I was talking about earlier. Sometimes with my like unsteady hands, I can just like accidentally get off rhythm when I'm honestly feel like I am on rhythm. How? Get away from the bombs that are literally exploding. Well, that's the problem, Sloth Game. You can't really do that with the super jumps because the timing at some point changes. Like, it's not that consistent. There's like a frame or two that get kind of a little muddied there. At least that's how it works in like the original Super Mario RPG. I don't know if they fix it for the Switch version, but there is like where the timing window changes like at one point. Probably to, again, avoid, like, people who make devices like that. Yeah. I think what Superman is saying is actually correct. I think after 15 jumps, the timing window does change. So yeah, I just didn't remember the exact number of where, but yeah, 15 sounds right. I mean, there's someone could still probably invent like a program if they knew the exact timing windows and numbers, they could still probably make that work. It's just Yeah, I'd say they kind of had that chibi design in the original, too. It's just... I think they definitely kept it going, though. They made them, like, more expressive and everything in the remake. Could have won a PS3. That's cool.
Okay.
You're just rewatching Kirby Superstar Ultra and the do 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 do. Yeah, that definitely plays in that game. I'm gonna have my protein bar after. stage. I will say, Daroche is kind of fun to play as, honestly. I don't think I'm doing the best with him, but I do like some of the natural abilities that he has. He's not as broken as, like, freaking like Magolor and Marks can feel like, but... Magolor especially. Magolor is like really broken. You know, that kind of reminds me of the whole arcade thing, is that every year at my town we used to have like this village or town fair or whatever. And like I used to love that fair. And I always remember there was always this one game, this one little like kind of carnival game where it was like there were ducks in a pond and you'd like pick up one of the ducks and like on the back of the duck or the bottom of the duck it'd be like, oh, you win this prize or whatever. And I didn't know until, like, much later on that, like... hold on. I'm trying not to die, that's why I'm trying to focus here. So I noticed that, like, at this one game at this town fair, whenever I'd play, I'd always get, like, the winner duck. Which means, oh, you could select any prize you want from this, basically. And see, I had it in my mind that it's just like, oh, okay, so, like, there's some that say winner, there's some that have, like, individual prizes on them. Turns out they all just said winner. And I didn't realize that, so I just naturally, like, just conditioned myself into believing that, like, I was just that good at this stupid game of chance or whatever. But again, it was rigged to be winner every time, because they just wanted to get rid of the damn inflatable toys that they were basically giving out. Yeah, Susie's a really good character in this too, honestly. Honestly, all the Dream Friends are viable, I feel like. I think a large part of that is just because they're meant to be versatile, so that you can use, like, any number of them. I need help. Thank God. I need help badly. See, this is stage 3, and like we're getting ready for Francesca, but I feel like when I was doing the other one, we weren't at this fight until like the 8-minute mark. So it just feels like this was just a lot faster. And then do we get the next fight, like, right after? Because that happens sometimes. Yep. See, I don't know what determines that, like... Guys, help! Thank you. My god, DDD, thank you. Because I would have taken a lot of damage if they got that hit on me there. Yeah, I wouldn't say DDD is really that great. I mean, he has Hammer, which Hammer alone is good. Oh, okay, he stopped. Okay, he stopped. I think that was okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I mean, Hammer's good by itself, and the thing is, what DD tries to offer is he tries to offer like more defense in this because he's a bigger character. And he also tries to offer like some unique other moves that obviously Bonkers wouldn't have. The problem is that I wouldn't say any of the like abilities really do much for Hammer. So it just comes across as like kind of more unnecessary than anything. Shenanigans! Shenanigans! Wait. Oh wait, hold on. Well, I hope they are better, so... Spinny. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize they were female, though. But that's cool. Oh! I don't have a fourth, well. Tom and Jerry Express. I mean, I didn't know that Spinny was a girl, but I also just didn't assume they necessarily had genders either. I mean, I'm sure they did, it's just, again, I never thought about it too hard to the point where, like, I thought, like, oh, this is definitely this gender when I saw them. Yeah, that was a really well-placed bomb. Okay. Protein bar. Got 2 left from here. 2 left from here. I'm gonna go with this one this time, though. Going with peanut butter this time. Yeah, DeRoche's been fun. I've enjoyed playing with DeRoche so far. You do not look like you're having a lot of fun back there. Oh, okay, so Sunshine was the game they added recently? Because I noticed, because I was recording Path of Radiance yesterday, and then when I finished, I noticed there was an update on the NSO. So I'm like, oh, well, thank God I recorded before that update. So I'm worried maybe that was supposed to be Sunshine then. That's cool though. I actually kind of forgot that Sunshine wasn't on NSO, and it's not even because of 3D All-Stars. It's because it was, like, revealed in one of the very early directs for GameCube on Switch, but it wasn't on the service yet, but it said it was going to be, so I think that's what I remembered specifically. Oh, you've gotten to this one live after watching one of the other ones? That's kind of funny. Well, hey, welcome to this one. Wait, we're already here? What? Okay, let's just skip the whole water level, which, I mean, I don't disapprove of. Yellow curb is the Nest Poyo. I don't know. I've not heard of that. love this star attack of the roaches. It's good for these, like, enemy skirmishes. You think Yo-Yo is ass? It's... I like Yo-Yo, but I've always, like... I was always a Yo-Yo kid when I was younger, so I always liked it because of that. But, yeah, it does have, like, some range issues, but I do like just the charm of it, normally. There's definitely closer range stuff that's better, and I also feel like there's longer range stuff that's better, too. But as a novelty ability, I think it's fine. Actually, no, I already had a hammer, never mind. Not the range, it's the smog output. I'm not entirely sure. I stand by my statements if I think it's fine and harmless, but I can understand people not really digging it that much. Oh, okay, well, not having Bugsy anymore, I guess. Sup, Birdon? Whoa, what am I doing? Almost just left without this. think of what would be better for this part. Man, we have another flood warning? Oh my god, man. The last 2 days we've had like flood warnings like throughout the day, and I just looked at my computer and it says we have another one today too. Oh my god. You hate Birdon, hope his wings fall off? Well, I hope your arms fall off. How does it feel? Not good? Then leave Birdon alone. Birdon did nothing wrong. Go, Spinny! Oh, bye, Spinny. I don't know how I jumped down there, but whatever. It's been a rain. No, I wouldn't say it's been a rainy summer. It's been a hot as hell summer. It's just the last 3 days have been super rainy, and honestly, we probably needed it. This has honestly been the worst summer in terms of heat, I think. Well, since last year, and last year was like the worst one ever for a long time. You hating Birdon means you technically hate Meta Knight. I mean, I'm willing to agree for the sake of argument, but like, that makes no sense. Like, what, how are those two correlated? I guess I don't remember that specific one being bad. As honestly, just the last 2 summers have been really brutal for me. More so just the humidity more than anything, I guess, is the main thing. Actually, no, we have DDD. DDD hit this. DDD hit this. DDD hit this. Oh, I'm dumb. I need water, not ice. have to go back out this way, though. Hey, I guess I have 2 hammers now. Okay, what's next? Wait, did we skip the... We did skip the part that I was kind of hoping we would skip. I'm happy about that. Although this part's kind of a little annoying too, but it's different from the waiting around in the checkerboard room or whatever the hell that one room is. I'm seeing double here. 4 hammers! I'm seeing double here. 4 crusties. The Donkey Kong Country Returns room, yeah. I'm seeing double here. 4 Kawasaki's. Okay. This is the final elevator. Oh no, this is the uniques. Another unique section. So this is like, oh, I heard you like Squeak Squad. Well, here you go. Enjoy. God, these sections are like really weird. I think this one goes to the Roach room, probably. I don't know. Yep. They had a cake at the very end! That's so cool. Such a loving tribute to... Okay, last fight. fireball anyway. Okay, another guest star done. Wait, you can like barely see Marks and Wester. The whip guy. The whip guy's like barely on screen. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, most of the Dream Friends have been under an hour. I don't know if this was the fastest. I think the Animal Friends were technically faster than that. Also, this is really cute. I love this. That's adorable. But yeah, if we look at this really quick, I mean... Oh, no, okay, this was faster than Animal Friends. What am I thinking of, then? I guess Marks was technically faster. Okay, and I guess that was the second fastest. Marks was only like seconds faster. I don't know why I thought this was like shorter. I don't know. Well, either way, another 2 guest stars done, which means we're up to 14 plus 2, 16. I still don't think we're halfway done, but like, we have a lot of them done at the very least. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. We have 21 more. 21. So that means like 10 more still. Or even 11 we have to do, like streams. Okay guys, well I'm going to stop there for today. Quick reminder, I will not be doing this next week. Even if I decide to like move some streams around, I'm probably still not going to do this next week. I just want to get a little bit of a break from this. I've been playing a lot of this game. But next Thursday, by itself, I am going to be doing a special stream because next Thursday will be the 2-year anniversary of the GB Ace Challenge. So I'm going to be doing specifically a longer stream on that day of the GB Ace stuff. Which, for those who don't know, basically GB Ace is me trying to beat every single Game Boy Advance game. I'm through 119. I'll actually be doing game 120 tomorrow on both here on YouTube and Twitch. So if you want to check that out, I'll be doing that at 2 p.m. Eastern. Then on Saturday, I'll be playing more Void Stranger, which is a game that I started streaming recently on Twitch. I technically have beaten the game, but there's like a lot of different endings, so I want to see if I can check a few of them out and unlock more of the secrets of the game. So we'll be doing that on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Next week, I'm not sure about Monday and Tuesday, like what I'm doing yet, because I could just do more GBAs, but that's largely going to depend on what the next batch of GBAs games are, so I'm going to wait until we get those rolled before I figure out what I want to do Monday and Tuesday. They could end up being like some bonus, extra fun stream stuff, so, you know, could be that. And then probably next Friday I'll also do GBA stuff, so that's what my schedule's looking like anyway. But have a good rest of your Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time for more of lots of things, I guess.